The sun rises over Los Angeles. It's the early 1980s, and the city is alive. Palm trees sway over cracked sidewalks. Kids ride their bikes down streets filled with music, laughter, and a little bit of danger. But beneath the sunshine, a storm is coming. A storm that will change families, change neighborhoods, change history. This is the rise of Franklin Saint, a boy from South Central who built an empire out of powder. And this is his fall into tragedy, betrayal, and silence. We begin with Franklin, 19 years old, smart, restless, ambitious, working at a corner store during the day, taking classes at night, hustling wherever he can. Franklin has one thing burning inside him. He wants more. The store is quiet, fluorescent lights humming, but Franklin's eyes are always moving, watching customers, studying people, thinking ahead. At home, he's surrounded by family. His hard-working mother, Sissy, who dreams of better for her son, and his uncle Jerome, a larger-than-life figure who sells weed out of his stereo shop. Jerome is street-smart, but small-time. He's content. Franklin is not. And then comes Avi Drexler, a smooth-talking Israeli drug dealer living like a king. Avi shows Franklin cocaine, not weed, not petty hustles, but pure coke, the drug of the wealthy. It's expensive, glamorous, and dangerous. Franklin sees the opportunity instantly. But there's a problem. Coke is too rich for the neighborhood. Nobody in South Central can afford it. So Franklin learns about a new form, crack. Cheaper, more addictive, and deadlier. It spreads like wildfire. One hit and a user is hooked, a customer for life. And so it begins. But Franklin isn't the only player. Far away, in the shadows, CIA officer Teddy McDonald makes a deal with the devil. He's been cast aside in his agency, forgotten. But in the Cold War, the U.S. is funding the Contras in Nicaragua, and Teddy sees drugs as the money pipeline. Cocaine for cash, cash for guns, guns for war. At the same time, in East L.A., Gustavo El Oso Zapata, a quiet, hulking Mexican wrestler, is drawn into cartel business through Lucia Villanueva, a woman who wants to seize her family's empire. 3 stories, 1 city, all heading toward collision. By the end of season 1, Franklin has dipped his hands in blood. He's seen the rush of fast money. He's crossed a line he can never uncross. The boy is gone. The kingpin is being born. The second season is where the streets change. Franklin has customers now, too many to count. Money floods in. His mother Sissy tries to pull him back, but the pull of power is stronger. Uncle Jerome joins him despite his doubts. Aunt Louie, sharp, calculating, and fiercely loyal, becomes his partner in empire building. And Franklin begins to understand the philosophy of the game. It's about focus, he says. Control what they see, and you control everything. The camera slows when Franklin moves through crowded sidewalks. His crew picks pockets, distracts, shifts attention. That same focus, controlling sightlines, controlling choices, becomes his weapon in business. But money breeds enemies. Rival gangs want in. Old friends question him. His childhood circle, Leon and Kev, begin to feel the strain. Meanwhile, Teddy's operation grows darker. He's not just moving drugs anymore, he's laundering entire wars. Each time he looks in the mirror, the reflection feels less like a man and more like a shadow. Lucia and Oso, on their side of town, spill blood to hold power. Families turn against families. Cartels devour each other. Franklin learns his first major lesson. Empires aren't built on trust. They're built on fear, and he's willing to be feared. Now, Franklin is king. South Central runs on crack. Addicts line up in alleys. Money stacks higher than he's ever seen. But kings wear targets. The violence escalates. Neighborhoods burn. Families break apart. Mothers cry in doorways as children fall victim to the drug Franklin unleashed. Inside, Franklin wrestles with guilt. But outside, he shows nothing. A mask. Calm. Ruthless. Always composed. Kev, his old friend, becomes a problem. Loyalty clashes with business, and when Kev's mistakes threaten everything, Franklin pulls the trigger. He kills his own brother in spirit. In that moment, the camera slows. Franklin's hand trembles. His face stays cold, but something inside him dies. Teddy, too, sinks deeper. He tells himself it's about patriotism, about country, but the lines blur. By the end of season, he's not sure who he's serving anymore. The game is bigger now, bloodier, and Franklin Saint is no longer playing for survival. He's playing for domination. The war begins. Man-Boy, Scully, Rivals who don't just want money, they want Franklin gone. South Central becomes a battlefield. Gunfire erupts in daylight. His crew is hunted. Leon makes a fatal mistake, killing a child in a drive-by. His guilt nearly destroys him. The city spirals, and Franklin, once seen as a businessman, now wears the crown of a tyrant. His relationships fracture. Every ally questions him. The streets whisper his name with fear, not respect. And Teddy? His double life cracks. He's drowning in lies, hiding his family, his job, his soul. Each time he pours a drink, you can feel the weight pressing on him. By the end, South Central bleeds. The empire survives, but only barely. Franklin tries to go legit. Real estate, investments. He dreams of building something permanent, but the past doesn't let go. Aunt Louie and Jerome split off, carving their own empire. Family becomes enemy. Franklin is betrayed by the ones closest to him. He feels it in every boardroom, every street corner, every sleepless night. And then Teddy strikes. $73 million. Gone overnight. Years of blood, sweat, and betrayal erased with a keystroke. Franklin spirals. Rage consumes him. His calm mask slips. For the first time, he looks desperate. The empire is cracking. The king is slipping. The final season is tragedy in slow motion. Franklin goes to war with everyone. Louis, Jerome, Teddy, even his own mother, who tries to stop him before he burns completely. Jerome falls first. A man who only wanted peace pulled too deep into the storm. His death rips the family apart. Louis is broken. Leon, still trying to be the conscience, begs Franklin to walk away, but Franklin can't. The hunger is too deep. The money, the power, it owns him now. He hunts Teddy, chasing his fortune like a man chasing a ghost. And when Teddy dies before Franklin can reclaim his money, the dream finally ends. By the end, Franklin Saint is unrecognizable. The boy who once walked to college with books in his hands now stumbles through South Central, drunk, paranoid, and broken. His empire is gone. His family is gone. His money is gone. He is free, in the worst way, free of everything. The camera follows him, barefoot in the sun, as the world moves on without him. Crack still floods the streets. The CIA still walks away clean. And Franklin Saint, the king, the dreamer, the tyrant, is left behind, a ghost in his own neighborhood. Snowfall is not just a story about drugs. It is about power, about the hunger that consumes men, about the way governments play with lives. Franklin Saint built an empire, but empires built on poison cannot last. He wanted freedom. He found chains. And in the end, the silence of his fall speaks louder than any empire ever could.